couple of days since the last time I did anything, and still raining. We've had 11 inches of rain. So it's definitely too wet to do anything on the paddock. We'll just have some fun here and see what happens. I tried to pull the inspection cover off the back of the motor there where the accessory drive for the blower goes, and discovered that I can't see in there, my head's too fat, and anyway, so I just left that on. So I pulled the blower off the front. I reckon that gear will probably come out attached to the blower. Don't know whether that's right or wrong. Find out as I go. But I reckon it will. I seem to remember the timing gears on the cam and the fake cam. That's not the right term. Tell I'm a farmer, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. Are only attached to the camshaft. They're not attached to anything inside the back end of that housing on the back of the motor. Bell housing, I guess you'd call it. So we'll see how we go. I'll rip some bolts out, drain some fluids out, and see what happens. So anyway, we'll see how we go. We'll pull the blower off and see what I find inside. I don't know. It might not be as bad as I think. It might be a heck of a lot worse. I really don't know. Can't do anything on the farm, so I might as well have some fun. Now, just in case you're wondering, it's raining. And look at all this condensation on everything. Been raining for a few days. Ah, the tropics. It's on everything. We're inside the shed. There's no rain that even gets into this part of the shed at all. And yet condensation on every damn thing. Everything. Even if you look at this blower here, you can see there's condensation all over it. And it's just because it's so delightful in the air. Now I don't know whether this blower, it's actually looking like it is aluminium now that I'm a bit closer. But if that's aluminium and there's bits of steel in there, now I've noticed, once again being a farmer and not being real smart, that on irrigation pipes where you have the steel bolt goes through a bit of aluminium, even if it's not doing anything, it swells and grows over time and you can't get the bolt out. And I'm wondering, have we had the same type of thing, just with the moisture in the air we're getting, even though it's in the shed, happen to this blower? If the case of it's aluminium, and maybe bits of this, I can feel there's different lumps in there of steel, and aluminium's growing with the condensation and the corrosion, and it's got a proper name, is it electrolysis? Or I don't know what the names are. I never studied that hard in science. I know if you join a Bunsen burner hoses up and put them on one of those taps that come up like this in the science room, you can squirt them out the window with girls. We've got the blower off. Found the problem. The problem's obviously the blower's had a moisture contamination problem that's probably lasted for way too long. And this is the problem. This is what broke the blower drive shaft. Goes in here, like that, into there, and that in there, comes around through this tube, in here, off. Should have it around the other way, but we don't. Off the timing gears, and that's what's happened. That's broken. That's why that blower shaft's not turning, which means on the gear, which I haven't got it apart yet, on either on this end or that end, there's a set of gears. I'm thinking this end probably. Don't know why, just because I am. Won't drive the fuel pump, a lift pump, which also won't drive the water pump, which won't drive the governor, so I really don't know, but we're making progress. Houston. And that's about all the words of wisdom I have for the time being. So we'll see how we go, eh? Okay, time for some absolutely useless information. Now up here we have mud wasps when the wet seasons are going, which it is of late. Mind you, it's sunny now, and they fill every hole, every little bolt hole, everything full of mud within days of undoing it, you know. Unplug your air tools, they fill up with mud next time you go to use it. So today's useless information. I'm as deaf as a post, and I found a use for earplugs. Filling bolt holes, filling oil line galleries, filling everything except my damn ears, I guess. So that is today's useless information. It's probably the only useless information you'll get. Actually, all my information's useless. Okay, check this shit out. Stuff. There you go. So I got the blower apart. It's a tad bit chalky in here. Isn't that amazing? I wonder how it'll clean up. Once you've got the end plates off, it just sort of, the rotors, I don't know, is that what you call them? They fell apart. Everything else is, to my untrained eye, A-OK. Isn't that amazing? A little bit of stuff, what do you call it? Corrosion, anodization, I don't know. Even the what's the name? Like the bottom of it's all covered in oil and everything, but the housing, I use in proper terms. The top of it's fine. This is amazing. Anyway, I was thinking I'd have to belt them out with a big hammer. Get your finger out of the way, dopey. Yes, but not to be. So from what I can see, as I always say, it's amazing what you can do without spending a bucket load of coin. Like really. I don't know whether I'll get this thing to work or not, but look, it doesn't have to be sealed tight. It's only an airbox because it's open to atmosphere out to drain. So it's just got to be able to force enough air through to make it scavenge. Let's not get too technical with it all. I'm sure there is more to it than that, and I'm not real smart, but anyway, there you go. It's taken me probably 4 or 5 hours. It's all apart off the truck. I've never touched it before. So I'm guessing, like I always say to people on any of these forums, and some people reckon I'm full of shit, and I probably am. And I don't know my arse from my elbow. I'm not trained as a mechanic. I'm a fucking electrician, for God's sakes, and I just teach myself stuff. But it's amazing what you can do. If you take a bit of time, you don't have to be trained, you don't even need the books for this stuff. You can just pull it apart yourself, be sensible. Helps if you've got a concrete floor. And use a bit of common sense, for God's sakes. And you can do a lot of things. From previous photos that some of you have seen, don't let me rebuild diffs. Especially really badly worn ones, because you can't rebuild them to the new tolerance. I've since learnt this. I'll find out when I put the diff together on these bloody into here shortly. But it is absolutely amazing what you can achieve with a bit of time, not spending a bucket load of coin, not running off to the mechanics or the whoever it is. There's no point anyway, because no one wants to work on this old crap anymore. So it's up to dickheads like me. But yeah, anyway, I'm happy with myself. I was a big kid. Put the blower in the tank here and leave that overnight on high bake, as I call it. And we'll see what happens. Which why I brushed the rotors down. Like, there's one of them fitted. That one. Yeah, it's got a little bit of pitting in it, but sort of stuff on, you know, and we'll see what happens. I just can't believe how much you can get done without spending a bucket load of coin. I've always said that to people. Don't be keen to spend it. Have a go. The worst you're going to do is break it. Like, it's already stuffed, so it doesn't really matter. Just have a go. And as I say to people, I was very lucky. I had a couple of real good tradesmen that taught me things. And they're life lessons, so I'll never forget. Anyway.